any story is that it's always told differently. And sometimes the most important part of a story can be left out for any number of reasons. The title of the project is 40 Days and 40 Nights, and it's kind of like a play on biblical kind of iconography and themes. The number 40 is used constantly as a kind of celebration at the end of any kind of struggle. Since it's the 40th anniversary of the Bahamas independence, I thought it was fitting that the title would be 40 Days and 40 Nights. The song itself is an Inuit song, and as a way of preserving it, I taught this language to these 40 school children, brought them to Venice in the pavilion when it was very empty, and they performed the song, and we filmed it, and now we've reproduced the sound in the space. The kind of cultural impact of having these children from all the way from one part of the world come to this other part of the world was quite special. The story, it's something that I've learned about maybe, I want to say 5 years ago. I've learned about Matthew Henson and his exploration to the north, and I was sort of taken aback by it and fascinated by it. Like I said, it's a peculiar thing to have, a strange thing to have someone in his particular situation, because the North Pole in 1909 is almost like going to space. So this is a very monumental event, more than 100 years ago. And the fact that parts of the story was left out or parts of the story is confused is very rich subject matter for any artist. It's very interesting kind of window into a set of ideas having to do with narrative, having to do with history, having to do with class structure, having to do with economics, having to do with how people interacted with each other 100 years ago. I'm interested in narrative first and foremost, and how those narratives can manifest themselves. So the material is very important, but not necessarily more important than the narrative. And so if the right material can help tell a specific or particular kind of story, then I use that material, versus approaching my practice and saying, this is my material, then I will tell you my story.